Are you guys done here? Alright, going to the opening in 3, 2.
Good morning, Oswego, and welcome to another episode of Blues News. I'm Tyree.
And I'm Roman. Let's start with today's news. Sophomore class is scheduled to host an OHS dodgeball tournament on Saturday, May 16th from 11 to 2 in the OHS gym. Any and all OHS students and teachers are welcome to participate. Please assemble a team of 10 players, choose a team captain, and sign up outside of Ms. Nelson's room. That's room 275 by this Friday, April 10th. The cost is $10 per player. It is mandatory that each team captain or representative from each team bring the $100 for his or her team to Ms. Nelson on Tuesday, April 14th, after school in room 275. If at least 10 teams are not signed in by Friday, the tournament will be canceled. Please sign up ASAP. A fresh layer of snow on the ground did not stop the kids of Fulton and Oswego from participating in the Children's Museum Oswego Free's Easter egg hunt Saturday. 2 separate egg hunts were held, one in the morning at West Park in Oswego and one in the afternoon at C.V. Abbott Park in Fulton. Executive Director Jillian Shaver estimates that 500 kids came to collect 5,000 eggs of volunteer staff filled with various candies and toys such as stickers and Easter-themed erasers. The CMOO is a nonprofit organization looking to bring Children's Museum to Oswego County. To keep with CMOO events in progress, follow its Facebook page or visit www.cmoo.org. During the recent break, volunteers participated to raise money for cancer victim Julian Ross. A spaghetti dinner benefit was held Saturday at Old Timers Inn. Dozens of volunteers wanted a large crowd selling 50-50 chances and tickets for many raffles and a huge variety of donated items. Many other volunteers helped in the kitchen at the cake booth. Funds raised at Saturday's event will help Julian pay for its bills. According to Jennifer Losardo of Team Julian, things went very well. We raised $6,600. We're trying to get the family the money they need for all their expenses. Let's start over to Jesse Forbes, who is in the studio covering a segment on spring sports and how the teams are holding up their respective sports fields.
The weather affects the court in a pretty big way because when the weather's bad, it's like raining out or it's too cold to play, we don't usually play. And the ball on the court, it like flips and moves around. Or if it's too cold, I don't know what happens to the ball. We're just not allowed to play there. There have been quite a few games canceled this year. We've had up to 3 matches this year. Today we have our 3rd match. And 2 of those 3 matches have been canceled. So I'd say 2 out of 3 is a pretty big number. The weather that we're allowed to play in is pretty much anything if it's sunny out when it starts. So when the match starts, it's sunny out, you can play in like rain or snow or sleet. Unless it's too cold or there's lightning, then they'll kick you off the court. Well, when practices are canceled, usually we go over to the Oswego Middle School and we practice in the gym there. We have an indoor net, so it's not hard to play there. And we have a ball machine, so it's all right. There's just not enough space usually.
Well, the weather that we've had this spring has been kind of crazy, and we've been inside for 5 weeks because of it. And it makes things a lot harder. Like, we can't really do outfield because the ceilings are so low, and it's playing on the gym floor is not like it is playing on the dirt. So it's definitely affected us. There's been 3 or 4 games that have been canceled and moved to May because of inclement weather and the fields not being ready. With having so much snow on it, once the snow melted and that dried, then the frost from underground came up and just really made the fields a mess. The kind of weather that we're allowed to play in, according to Michelle Wink, is 40 and above. But there are some loopholes in that rule because we've been out like when it's 35. So as long as you're properly dressed and it's not too cold, and we have a field to play on, then we're definitely going to take advantage of that and go out, because we're one of the only teams in Section 3 that have been on a dirt softball field.
You might want to say that first. Oh. At approximately 3 a.m. on April 1st, the New York State Assembly passed the last of 12 bills that make up New York's 2015-2016 budget. This year's budget deliberations were more complicated than those in the past, mainly due to the governor's insistence on trying contentious public policy proposals to appropriations, making it difficult for the legislature to soften or even reject what the governor proposed. When the governor proposed his budget back in January, he tied an increase in state and education aid to the implementation of a teacher evaluation system that would use high-stakes student testing as a criteria for evaluation. The tests are based on the Common Core curriculum that has just been instituted in New York and many other states across the U.S. Just recently, two premier powerhouses in the world of college basketball have taken home yet another title in the NCAA Tournament Championships. The Duke Blue Devils, coached by head coach with the most wins in Division I history, Mike Krzyzewski, managed to walk away with a victory against a very tough matchup in the Wisconsin Badgers by a score of 68-63, giving Coach K his fifth title with the university, dating all the way back to 1980. On the girls' side, the UConn Huskies had a title game rematch from last year with Notre Dame Fighting Irish. But the Huskies again proved to the world why they have been able to hold the title as the #1 team in the nation for the past 3 years, led by Cicero North Syracuse alumni Breanna Stewart with a score of 63-53 against the Fighting Irish. Good luck to all of the competing sports teams this season who will be having to play the rescheduled games due to our always unpredictable Oswego weather conditions this late in the year. Just a quick announcement, in case you haven't heard yet, the Junior Class Variety Show will be held next Friday, April 17th and the 18th, starting at 7 p.m. Not this Friday, for those who may be confused about the dates. So make sure to show your support to the students who do their best to showcase their talents on stage. Let's head over to Jesse Forbes, who's in the studio covering a segment on our spring sports and how the teams will be holding up for their respective fields.
Hello, my name is Yella Shukin, and I'll be your host for today's episode of Ithaca Gems. Today we'll be looking at the Commons. The Commons, from the Latin word commonis, which means absolutely nothing. The Commons are the center of Ithaca, a hub of activity and a beautiful work of art for everyone to enjoy. The Commons is the most famous part of Ithaca and easily overshadows every other part. Like this road. Road, from the Germanic root road, meaning road. As you can see, there are no hubs of activity, no shops, and no groups of people. Or like this. This is also a road, and there are also no shops or people here. Despite what you may think, I am not standing in front of another road. In fact, I am standing in front of a forest. That's right, with leaves and trees and branches. And it is not the Commons. There are no shops, no hubs of activity, and certainly no construction. People come for miles to see the wonderful experiences and events that can only be found here at the Commons.
Mr. DiNapoli, what is your favorite part about the Commons?
The Commons are
Great. I love the Commons. The events are very fun and I always enjoy going with my family. The construction looks very nice and only makes me enjoy myself more. I hope they never finish it. The weather is always warm and inviting. It rarely ever rains. It is way better than any other part of Ithaca. Like a road, another road, or even a forest. If it weren't for the
That's lovely. I also really enjoy the Commons. Thank you.
These hand-painted murals serve as a tribute to the construction going on here at the Commons. In fact, the construction is so popular, it has once again been postponed for a few weeks. No one can resist the lovely appeal of our Commons, With wonderful skies year-round and maybe 2 or 3 events a year, there is no one who doesn't have strong feelings about this place. This is Yella Shukin from WRID News, signing off.
Our apologies. That was Yella Shukin reporting on the WRED program from Ithaca High School about the Ithaca Commons. Okay.